Simba NYC TV.
Hi folks, today is Friday, July 15, 2016, and you have tuned into the 6th episode of Simba NYC TV from out of Brooklyn, New York. My name is Shelda Smith of Shelly S Entertainment, and I will be your host today. Thank God it's Friday. This past week has been a trial for me and my community. In 1 week, we had 3 deaths of our black men at the hands of the police throughout various states of the United States. Alton Sterling in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Philando Castillo in Minnesota. And Alvo Brazil in Houston. These 3 deaths made national headlines. But there are so many deaths that are unnoticed and unreported. So this is just a tip of the iceberg. You know what, Simba, I just want you to, if you can, pull up some information about these 3 deaths that I'm talking about. I'll give you, the viewer, a chance to look at it, and I'll come back because I really have a lot more to say.
With me, we got pulled over for a busted tail light in the back, and the police he's covered. They killed my boyfriend. He's licensed. He's licensed to carry. He was trying to get out his ID and his wallet out his pocket, and he let the officer know that he had a firearm and he was reaching for his wallet, and the officer just shot him in his arm. We're waiting for a back. I will, sir. No worries. I will. Fuck. He just shot his arm off. We got pulled over on Larpener.
I told him not to reach for it. I told him to get his hand out.
You told him to get his ID, sir, and his driver's license. Oh my God! Please don't tell me he's dead. Please don't tell me my boyfriend just went like that.
Just keep your hands where they are, please.
Yes, I will, sir. I'll keep my hands where they are.
No. Huh? You tired? What he did, man? No, I ain't in the mood for that right now. I just left wake. Say. या तो मुझे नहीं लिया दूँ या फिर ये तो मना कर रहे हैं जाएंगे आप सही एक वीडियो आ गया ना 20 हो जाए फिर आपको मेरे को मौका नहीं मिला मैं गया था वहाँ से डायरेक्ट ही आ गया ना इतनी लाइन लगा के खड़े हुए तो ठीक है आप खड़े नहीं
We know that these shootings are not new. There is no group in America that has had the experience of the police with institutional brutality like our black community. And when I say institutional, it's built in. It's built into the system. Like many of you, I watch the cell phone. Thank God for the cell phone. Before we would wake up and we would hear that somebody was killed, was there a gun, wasn't there a gun? But the cell phone in 2 of these cases was able to document and bear witness about these killings, about these murders of these black people. I also want you to take a look at the Washington Post. In the Washington Post, as of today's date, there have been 512 deaths. There's also, and I'm going to look at my pad, there's a Fatal Encounters. It's a non-profit group. And they have tracked these killings. I think that's another great source for you to look at. So now you have the information in the palm of your hand. You can do the research. Everything I've given you is factual. Like so many of you, I watched the cell phone video. I was sad, the whole range of emotions. I was angry, I felt helpless, I felt vulnerable. To think that my sons are at risk, my father is at risk, my brother is at risk, even my woman friends are at risk. No matter what your station is in life, no matter what your position, you will be racially profiled based on the color of your skin. It's that simple. And you could also end up dead. What we need is a revolution. I never thought I would be saying that, but that's what we need. We need a revolution. I'm not talking about bearing arms. I'm not saying to go out and hate. I'm not talking anything violent. But I think we need, no, not think, I know we need a revolution. And revolution means change. We need to change ourselves individually. We need to make that change collectively. And then we can affect change in others. Like me, I know you feel sometimes helpless. You know, racism has been around for 300 years. It's been constructed in a way that you think, God, how can I affect change? But you can. Any change, even if it is the smallest, you've made some gain. Remember Martin Luther King, Alabama? Remember the boycott? How that affected economic change? Within a matter of weeks, they were begging us to come on the bus, begging us to come back. And that's the kind of change, that's the kind of things we can do to affect change. We are the largest consumers, and we are the most disrespected. I'm going to share something with you from the Willie Lynch study. And this is from a legislator by the name of Henry Berry. And he was talking to the Virginia House of Delegates in 1832. He was talking about the slaves, people of color. And he said, if we can extinguish their capacity to see light, then the work will be complete. Well, Henry, we're about to open up our eyes, and we're about to come past that light. And we're about to win. There's a song, a video that I want you to look at. It's called Do You Know Who You Are by Mr. Leegee. And this video tells us about self-awareness. If we don't know who we are, we don't know our history, we certainly won't be able to affect our destiny. Simba, run that video. And after the video, we're going to be talking with my special guest artist, Nando Griffiths, a talented singer and songwriter. We'll be right back.
Mr. Leegee, non-sec, Tin Men Music. I don't know about you, but I know that I am blessed. And when they try to test me, I'll be passing every test. And though the road is rugged, I refuse to settle for less. I'll be doing my thing, 'cause I know that I'm the best. Do you know who you are? Do you know you're a star? Just take a look in the mirror. Do you know who he is? Do you know who she is? When you take a look at your face, I could do all things I set my mind to do. This is true. I could climb a mountain, I could cross the ocean blue, I could paint a picture for all the world to see, all the wonderful things that makes up you and me. Do you know who you are? Do you know you're a star? Just take a look in the mirror. Do you know who he is? Do you know who she is? When you take a look at your face, I'm a winner, you're a winner. Check out biology. I was the first one from my daddy to virtualize mommy. A million brothers, a million sisters, and I'm the number one. And I know that the day that I was born, the struggle just begun. Nobody ever said to me that it would be easy. Nobody ever said that anything was guaranteed. Sacrificing everything, I'm living like a bomb. Practicing my music till that special day comes. Do you know who you are? Do you know you're a star? Just take a look in the mirror. Do you know who he is? Do you know who she is? When you take a look at your face, believe in yourself and keep on living. Believe in yourself and keep on striving. Believe in yourself and keep on growing. Believe in yourself and keep on fighting. Nobody ever said to me that it would be easy. Nobody ever said that anything was guaranteed. Sacrificing everything, I'm living like a bomb. Practicing this music till that special day comes. Do you know who you are? Do you know you're a star? Just take a look in the mirror. Do you know who he is? Do you know who she is? When you take a look at your face.
Welcome back. This is my special guest artist, Nando Griffiths.
Hi Shelda, thanks for having me here on Simba NYC TV. I'm so privileged to be a part of your show and meet some of my fans, or some of your fans I should say. It's amazing, thank you.
Well, I want you to introduce yourself to my fans.
Hi, my name is Nando Griffiths. I'm a singer-songwriter from Jamaica, and I'm a part of the reggae scene here in New York City. And yeah, I'm proud to say that I'm doing what I love, performing, singing, and have an active music career here, and a couple of albums and stuff out, and thing, and perform and enjoy myself. So, this is what I do.
I kind of see the performer in you.
Oh,
It
yeah?
just came out. It just came out. I don't think you couldn't keep it on.
Yeah, on a leash, no. It's, I won't have no glue on my shoes when I'm performing. That's that. For a friend of mine who actually said that, this is for you. No glue on my shoes. Yes.
I want you to tell me about your first steps in the music business.
Okay. Well, growing up in Jamaica, ever since I was a child, what I wanted to be was a singer. So in growing up, my parents, great parents, are actually did their best to have me be around music. So whether it was in a church or whether it was my father's friend, Uncle Josie, yeah, like his whole house was a band stage. So from there, you'd still actually have little Tesson running around, which we didn't know then, but hey, as time goes by, you see that you're around circles of music, and from doing Tasty Talents back home as well, all these things, there was that drive. And for some, the drive might be different, but the drive for me was music.
Do you play an instrument? Because I hear a band, and so you play an instrument?
Yes, I play guitar, but I won't say that I'm the greatest of guitarists, not a guitar god, but yes. I'm actively working on it right now, and I have an awesome guitarist in the band or bands that I play with, so it's a little challenge for me. So every so often I might play one song, but until my guitar skills develop. But for now, I won't ever say that I am the guitar god, but it's a part of my act.
I hear bands, more than one band.
Yes.
So you play in more than one band?
Yes, I do. I actively, or currently I'd say, play in 3 bands. And it's a bit of a challenge, but so are many things. I learn a lot from each situation. Currently, the 3 bands I am with, Pure Fire, that's my home band. So that's my reggae, that's where I'm most comfortable. That's where I grew up, came up the ranks. I also have a band that's a little bit of everything too, which is R&B, and also my reggae as well. So there's that blend right there. So, it's actually 3 vocalists in this one. It's called Fire and Water. Yeah, come check it out. And I'm also with a group of guys called Bull Shark out of New Jersey, which that band now is more on the cover side, so you get a balance. But those covers are no joke. We're talking about Prince, Purple Rain, Stevie Wonder, Master Blast, and all of this. So there's a wide variety of things that I get to do, and I'm really happy about that as well. My reggae, I get to do my crossover reggaes.
You are very busy.
Try my best to be, because it's busy or not busy for me, so I love to be busy.
How would you describe your style of music? Because I know you touch every genre. I listened to your CD, and I heard reggaeton, I heard soca, gospel, R&B, pop. There was nothing I didn't hear in that CD. Okay. And I listened, see these ears? I listened really well.
Okay.
A whole range.
Shelda, if I sat here and said I wasn't influenced by these different kinds of music, I'd be lying. I am. So I'm actively there listening, because I actually went to school for music. I have a minor in music theory. So, to listen to the vocalists, which I'm mainly drawn to vocals as a singer, mainly. I would hear something that in an R&B style I could learn from, or even incorporate in my reggae style. And, just once you start doing these different kinds of songs, you immediately want to elevate and push yourself to go further. So you will hear a song where it will sound like reggaeton, it might sound like a pop song or so, but it's me going in the background saying, oh man, even though this is a pop song, we're going to have to make sure that my vocals is this way and the music is that way. So in even doing these kinds of music, we're definitely trying to elevate. So that's what you're seeing, a growth.
I hear it. I do. I hear it. I want to ask you about your hit single that was your biggest hit in Jamaica, and it's called Get Better.
Get Better. Yes, one of them.
Yeah.
One of them.
I like that song.
Okay.
What inspired you to write that song?
Actually, that song was written in cooperation with me and a team called One Jam Music as well. They were the ones who helped me in my first official album, which was called Yard and Abroad. So, moving from Jamaica to abroad. So there's growth there as well. So for Get Better Now, there was a challenge where we said, for single mothers, we need a song to really hit home and show how important they are. And as much as how we already know the stereotypes and what happens in society and how hard it is for some situations to stay together, you know, so the single mother is a backbone of society, whether we like it or not. You know, even if the man is there, sometimes he's out working, so she has to do a lot. So in this song, you know, she's telling the kids things are gonna get better, because there comes the questions, and you know, she's there helping along and we're answering them. She's there telling us life will get better. These are life lessons that stick close to us as kids that we grew up with and instill in us. So shout out to the single mothers. That's what that song is about. Things are gonna get better.
I was moved by that song.
Okay. Thank you.
What separates you from the others, from the other artists? We have a whole lot of new faces, new ideas. What do you think makes you special, unique?
It makes me special. There's homework involved in anything that you would really love to achieve, you know. So for me, I'm a fan of the history of how music comes together. So I will learn from certain things, and at the same time, you know, all of the songs that you would hear, like I pay attention to certain things, and the passion that I would put into a song is necessary for me, because the way how I put it, if I don't feel it, nobody else gonna feel it, you know. So I try to put my spirit in there, and believe it or not, Shelda, I'm gonna tell you something. There's spirituality in music that I actually learned from I wonder if I can call him name, Aurelio Martinez. He's actually a Honduran singer that I met along my journey making my first album. And just like we would have dialogue here, you know, there's music playing, and you know, he sang to the beat and I sang to the beat, and sometimes you hear they consider like me the high vocal singer, so I might sing high, and he came out with something that he expressed from within that I just knew right then and there was more than just what I was hearing. It was a spirit. And him being of African descent, he basically taught me there about the spirit of music. Verbally, we just met, you know, and he said to me, "What's up, my brother?" So from there, I took that lesson that in whatever you do, the passion with the spirit in music is necessary. So I make sure that I put that in there, and that I think makes me different, because my passion is everything for music.
I hear you talking about the high note. I've read the comparison to Bruno Mars, to Neil.
Yes.
You're in good company.
I would hope so. Neil, you can link me up to Bruno Mars as well. Link me. No, but yes, I've been blessed to be compared by some of the greats in the music industry, and I know that's sometimes a hard thing to shoulder as well, because people expect a lot from you. But hey, yes, I'm pushing myself, so you don't have to push me, you know. But yes, I've been blessed by some comparisons like that.
We're gonna take a look at your video, My Everything.
Yes.
So introduce your video to the folks.
Okay. Simba NYC TV. This is my song called My Everything, and my name is Nando Griffiths. Check it.
Love was an illusion, dreams never came true. Always settling for second best was the best that I could do. But then you came along into my world and changed my point of view. Turned my emptiness to happiness. Now I owe my joy to you. You're my everything. You're all that I ever dreamed of. The love my darkest hour. You stuck with me through thick and thin. Help me soar higher than I'd gone before. Where the wind beneath my wings. You inspire all my deepest lines, the sweetest melodies I sing. With you standing in my corner, I know that I can win. You're my everything. You're all that I ever dreamed of. The love I've been in need of from time. Oh my everything. You're the shoulder I can lean on, the voice urging me to keep on till time. Girl, you're my friend, soulmate, my lover, all rolled into one. When it comes to whining and bubbling, you're my champion. You're my muse, critic, supporter. You make me a better man. If I could have all the girls in the world, you still be my holy one. You're my everything. You're all that I ever dreamed of. The love I've been in need of from time. Oh my everything. You're the shoulder I can lean on, the voice urging me to keep on till time. You're my everything. You're all that I ever dreamed of. The love I've been in need of from time. Oh my everything. You're the shoulder I can lean on, the voice urging me to keep on till time.
And we are back. I mean, that song, infectious lyrics, nice melody.
Shelda, thank you so much. Thank you.
What more do you want? I know you enjoyed it.
Yes, Shelda.
Good job.
Thank you. It was a experience. I was happy to be around people to help me, make that happen.
Of course, I have to ask about the boat. Can I get a ride in that boat?
Shout out to the guy that actually made us get on that boat. It was very interesting. It's my very first experience on a boat that size. Because I went on other boats, but this one is different.
That's a nice boat.
Because you saw me driving the boat, right?
I know. I was like,
for a second, I was like, hey, but
I was like,
really behind the scenes, Shelda, don't let them know that the guy was actually remote controlling it. It was a remote control, but nobody. Yeah, it was me driving. All right. Yeah.
I was like, wow, he's got a boat. Bring him on. Tell me, what are your thoughts about the music industry today? I know you're an independent artist.
Yes, currently. Yes.
It can be sometimes good, and it can be sometimes a bit discouraging.
Yes. For me, there's. I'd be lying if I would say that there weren't discouraging moments or periods that you would go through. But at the same time, this current market that we have allows independents to be free and express themselves in a way unlike before, where the labels would shape you into a nice little package, and if them shelf you, then that's it. Mm-hmm. Now we have an opportunity where we can say what we feel within a certain realm, because you kind of don't want to disrespect certain things as well. Mm-hmm. But you have the opportunity to say things that you may not have been able to say. So, now is the time, and for those who are attentive and who are willing to seek the opportunities now, you should, Whether it is you want to blend a little bit of your home country style with a little bit of, you know, like Spanish music you've never experienced before. You can do that nowadays, you know, because there are other independent artists who would really like to collaborate with any one of us. And at moments where we feel like you're down, there's somebody else out there who can encourage you. And that's the indie, you know, framework that we're in right now. A collaboration can definitely help. Like-mindedness is there as well for all who are trying to reach to or strive to higher, you know, so that's there. So never get weary. Definitely never get weary.
Never get
you
weary.
know, because trust me, at that moment in time when you feel discouraged, there'll be that person to help you up, or you will get that extra wind to help you to move forward. Because you know we always say forward from yard, so always a forward. Yeah, man.
This is a quick fire, and it's just for you just to, a quick answer, nothing.
Yes.
What's the favorite saying on your mind besides never get tired? What's another saying that keeps you, that spurs you on?
That keeps me
Yes,
going?
I have a saying, like I always say, if I stop to address everything that's said about me, I'll get nothing done. So I just keep going, I just ignore stuff. What is it that you say to yourself that keeps you going?
Yeah, Shelda, that's, I wonder, I wish I could find a saying for that one. You know, it's so funny. Ever since from I was younger, it wasn't really a saying. It's really a sigh. For me, it was just like, yeah. You know, at moments in time, you just take that and just be like, yeah.
And just let it all go.
Yeah, so it's really the expression of letting it go. You know, so I don't really have a saying per se where I will do that. But
yes.
For those who know me from growing up, that's what I used to do.
Yes.
And we reset and come again.
And refuel and come again. Now I know, you know, I always do my homework. I know that your dad is a jockey, a very famous jockey in Jamaica.
Yes, Shelda, yes, my dad is.
So he's a Griffiths. So you know, there's a question that that is also probably on the mind of my viewers, not only mine.
Okay.
Are you related to Marcia Griffiths? I'm just going to come right out. Are you related to Marcia Griffiths?
Yes, I am.
And how are you related?
Daddy called our cousin, so we'd be over there on usually Sundays. So you know, but you know how it is. Like she's busy, everybody's busy, but yeah, she's related. Daddy called our cousin. So within the family, you're Griffiths. So yes, related to Auntie Marcia. That's what I call her.
We're going to take a look at your next video, True Love.
True Love, yes.
Tell me a little bit about that video before we take a look at it.
The video is a little suggestive in certain things, but I wanted to hit home that, you know, in life some people are lucky enough to find true love, and for me, I found my true love. She's sitting here, she's around here, you know, and
that's okay.
She's here, and for this song I just wanted to express that true love comes in different forms, and you know, within the video you will see me chasing after a woman or whatever, but the message is the same, true love. And true love for everybody might be different things, but I found mine and I'm expressing that to the world.
Nando Griffiths, True Love.
Stay big, don't bend down too low. Don't bend too low. Hands up, cover your face. Move your head, baby, up and down. Change the lanes, change lanes. Change lanes, baby boy. Step those jabs, step one at a time, one side at a time.
It's true love from the moment that I laid Girl, I'm a walk like it in my dreams. Make you stay there, never wanna live. Girl, you make my heart skip a beat. Boom, boom. Me make it scream when the thing gets put on. Action speaks louder than tweets. Me make it sweet, all the love it's so sweet. This love should be trending, no pretending. Girl, you know it's true love. From the moment that I lay eyes on you, love, you are never kind. Oh baby girl, it's true love. Visions in my mind are all of you, love. You are never kind. You really make me feel good inside. Even if I wanted, I just can't hide from your loving girl. It's like you want me as much as I want you. Question: did I make you smile? Did I make you swear? And if you answer all the above, I will give you all of my love. You know it's true love. From the moment that I laid eyes on you, love, you are never kind. Oh baby girl, it's true love. The visions in my mind are all of you, love. You are never kind. It would be my passion that you in my world, making my Facebook, making my girl write our own story, call it one and only. 'Cause after you, there is no other. It's true, there's no other. It's true, there's no other. Girl, you know it's true love. From the moment that I laid eyes on you, love, you are never kind. Oh baby girl, it's true love. The visions in my mind are all of you, love. You are never kind. It's all about you. I was thinking you. Standing ovation, round of applause, 'cause tonight you are a star. Yeah, you know it's true love. From the moment that I laid eyes on you, love, you are never kind. Oh baby girl, it's true love. The visions in my mind are all of you, love. You are never kind.
You point your head, move your head, baby, up and down. Change the lanes, change lanes, change lanes.
Girl, you know it's true love. Now, I should not be singing, because anybody who knows me know I sing in Z flat.
What?
It's
Z
like
flat.
it's not a tenor. It's not a. It's its own thing.
Okay.
But I can appreciate good music, and that was good music.
Thank you.
Dancehall with a little pop. That was such a great song.
Thank you, Shelda. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I loved it.
Okay.
Now tell me, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Because you have so much richness. Where do you see yourself?
I see myself touring a little bit more, you know, and I'm actively working on my guitar skills. I think we mentioned that before, right? Yeah. So, you know, I love performing.
So we can expect a little acoustic something, a little.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
for sure.
Okay.
You know, the guitar to here, right? We'll find it. Yeah, man.
All right.
And yes.
So that's where you see yourself.
Yeah, I see myself performing more and, you know, writing a lot more material actively. I'm one of those that get woken up in the night or can't sleep by that idea, you know, and I sometimes wake up other people too, but I apologize, you know, and yes, so I see myself writing more, putting out more music, and you know, just being actively conscious about what I do and how my music affects the world, because I'm one of those that know that we have a responsibility to give good quality music ideas, songs, and bring this to people, because there's so much negativity already out there, and we don't need more to perpetuate that.
No.
So, you know, for me, who I have kids, so you know, there's my little man in the corner who's listening to the song that I wrote. You might already correct me and tell me, hey, your verse is not what the chorus says. So if he's hearing my idea in its true form like that, and he forms an opinion, you can imagine what another young child or an adult might say about the music. So you have a responsibility to put something good out there, you know, or share an experience that somebody can step away from and say, I learned something, or you know, I agree with this and it helped me to get by through the day. You know, we have a responsibility as artists to do that.
I like that. Could we expect a new album? I hear you're writing, so there's a new album on.
Yes. A new album is coming. I had actually started an EP this year. It's slightly different from what you would think, but I don't want to give anything out as yet. Okay. Because you know there's a lot of ideas, and I'm one of those type of artists that take the time to make something really good. So even though you know you don't hear anything from me, it doesn't mean that I'm not working actively in the studio, recording and getting songs. Some songs don't make the cut, that's just it, but the ones that do, there's a reason why they do. You spend time and make sure that it's good. Actually, Shelda, it's not too long ago that the new album released, you know, so it was, what time? Last year, October was the actual release here in Brooklyn.
And how can people find your album, your info?
They can find that my album, it's actually up on iTunes right now, on all of the major platforms actually, iTunes, Amazon, CD Baby. The name of the album is Young Heart, and what that is just my experience of music, the transition from song to song, where as much as you might be old or think that you're old, your heart is still young, and that young heart propels how you live your life, you know. And for those who have experiences that still have that young heart, and the inspiration from this album came, some of it came from my son and my experiences and just observations. So you know, in stages in life you still have that young heart, so that's what that album is about. Check it out, because it's bad, I tell you.
And give them your info, your social media info, so we can follow you.
Okay. My website is nandogriffiths.com, and you can also find me on Instagram, instagram.com/Nando Griffiths, facebook.com/Nando Griffiths, and twitter.com/Nando Griffiths as well. Yeah, everything Nando Griffiths, you know. But yes, I take pride in getting organized for what I do, because this is my business too, so you know, to make sure it all line up right, be accountable for what you say. You can't just put out some tweeting thing when it make no sense, because if you don't make no sense, how can you expect somebody to be attentive to what you're gonna say? So you know, I'm in control of all of my little social media stuff, and you know, if I tweet one a day, I really bombard people with 100 different tweets when I make no sense, you know. And it's funny, I actually had a tweet not so recently. You mind if I talk about that, Shelda? A friend of mine said he said, you know, y'all be safe out there. The key is he said on another note, because him said something else. On another note, be safe out there. And I said the key is C sharp or B flat. You understand? So just stay away from trouble. And that was my thing. C sharp or B flat. Please. So be safe out there.
Any upcoming events where people can see you and your band?
We have a couple of shows coming up that you can actually find on nandogriffiths.com. And yeah, so sometime I can't even remember. We just organized them, and I believe this month we have about 4 shows. A couple of them here in Brooklyn as well. We hang around at this spot. I shouldn't say hang around. It feel like I hang around, but we perform there a lot. It's called House of Soul, 241 Prospect Place, and we'd be there on a Saturday.
Okay.
Sunday sometimes I have 2 shows. So
Saturday?
We're there, and I mean, yeah, it's just a lot, but definitely trying to stay local in certain spots. So right here, House of Soul is definitely one of them in Brooklyn, where we can call home.
Yes.
You know.
Come on out, check him out at the House of Soul, 241 Prospect.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shelda.
It was an absolute pleasure having you.
My pleasure too.
And we want you to come back. What's the Young at Heart?
No, Young Heart.
Young Heart.
Yes, yes.
I'm talking about myself.
Yes, yes, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Young at Heart, Young Heart.
But thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you to the viewers for tuning in. Simba, you seem to be having a good time.
I'm always having a good time, Shelda.
Bye. Bye to the viewers. Thank you for tuning in.
Simba NYC TV.